Hey everybody, Michael Snyder, California Weather Watch. Today is September 16th, and right now we're looking at the mid-level water vapor loop. Here's the state of California. You can see the upper level low that brought quite a bit of thunderstorm activity here, especially for Northern California and near the Park Fire Burn Scar area. You can see the spin in the atmosphere there. That's going to be with us as we go through today, but it will be starting to slowly move off to the north and east. But this trough is going to be replaced or reinforced, if you will, from this system out here across the Gulf of Alaska. It's going to drop down and even dive a bit further south across the states. We'll look at those details. We'll take a look at the extended forecast as we always do as we go through the video this morning. Let's scroll back in time and take a look at yesterday. Look at the spin in the atmosphere and all the thunderstorm development here across the higher terrain of Northern California. Did try to move out across some of the lower areas as well. Shasta County convergence zone ongoing there, a terrain feature where you get some of these northwesterly winds and some southerly winds in through the valley areas was in effect there yesterday, and you can see that went on through the overnight hours and on through this morning. Still getting some lightning activity here across Nevada as we speak this morning. So I did want to point this out before I continue on. I do have this shop set up, and I have some graphics here with it. And if you have any ideas, send them to me. I get this men's premium hoodie here. I've had one for over 2 years. They're really good quality. And so if you want to click on that link down below, help support the page, go ahead and do that. Yeah, highly recommended that. And my son only wears these moisture wicking t-shirts right now. He's 11 years old, and he just loves these t-shirts. I wear them also, so we kind of order from the store as well. But yeah, very good quality, highly recommended. Click on that down below if you can see the store there. Now, yesterday we did have that flash flood warning for some of the Park Burn Scar area. Check this out. They were expecting maybe a ½ inch to an inch of rain per hour. I didn't hear if there were any actually mud and debris flows from that, but you can see the problems that upper level low was creating. And they did put out a mesoscale precipitation discussion, especially for this upper level low or for this upper level low. And you can see it was very close to that Park Burn Scar area here. And you can see the very detailed discussion on what was going on there yesterday with some of the heavy rainfall. And today, that threat is ejecting off to the north and east a bit, but we still have that upper level low there, so it could cause some flooding concerns with that excessive rainfall, especially across northeast California, portions of Nevada, and even the east slopes of the Sierra Nevada there as well. So taking a look at what's going on here, this is that upper level low. We're looking at about 30,000 feet here. These are the winds. You can see the north wind off the coastline here, and then eventually turning westerly and southwesterly, marking that trough and that upper level low. You can see that slowly spinning and moving off to the north and east a bit as we go through the day today and tomorrow. And then we get another shot, the second shot of what we've been talking about for the last few days. This one drops a little bit further south there and hangs out as we go through about Thursday afternoon there, and it'll be with us as we go through Thursday night into Friday morning before it starts to eject out as well. Then we're probably going to start to warm up on the backside of all this activity. I'll show you that here in a moment. This is at 10,000 feet. I want to show you this as well. There's an upper level low we're dealing with here, and you can kind of see the cyclonic motion to that upper level low. And then the next one drops down a bit closer to the coastline here. So this could bring some chilly weather for the higher terrain and some thunderstorm activity across some of the state as well. Now, quickly, let's look at the fires here, because during the afternoon hours, I think the line and the bridge fire here still have been flaring up across Southern California. And actually, that one looks a little bit further east. I did not do my homework this morning, but you can see still getting some smoke activity there. I might have to check on that one, but yeah. If anybody wants to look that up and put it in the comments below, there's some homework for you. But you can see how these flare up during the afternoon and evening hours. But relatively speaking, still not doing too bad across much of the state right now as far as smoke production is concerned. As you know, it could be much worse. So looking at Hanford National Weather Service here, they're talking about Tioga Pass. Look at that, Thursday, 75% chance of 3 inches or more snowfall here. And you can see, kind of a 1-2 shot as we go on into tomorrow morning. We still have that chance for some snowfall with that upper level low situated over us right now. Then this next one drops down, and as we go through the day Thursday, we also have potential for some of the higher terrain there as well. Now, probability of thunderstorms does exist for today across the Sierra Nevada, mainly east slopes, as you can see, but you can't rule one out, a stray one over some of the lower terrain here as well, and some of the foothill areas. And Los Angeles, fairly active. Got gale warnings, small craft advisories, some beach hazard statements out there, some air quality alerts from the fires, and some wind advisories as well, with this upper level low around, kind of keeping the increased wind action going on. And this is San Diego. You can see once you get towards the crest of the mountains here and off to the eastern portions, the 10, the 8, the 15. Things can get pretty gusty, so heads up. Palm Springs even looks like it might be gusting 33 miles per hour. Higher just north of that and across some areas down towards the Mexico, California, USA border here on the 8. Looks like some really gusty winds there, and these are going to be out of the west and northwest here. So heads up for that, especially as you go through the evening and or the afternoon and the evening hours. Now, this is looking at Northern California, pointing out the chances of precipitation with this next system. You can see there's still some great uncertainty with just how much is going to fall. You can see Redding between 800ths and 4900ths of an inch. You're kind of looking at the 25th and the 27th percentile in the ensemble members here. So could be on the drier side, could be on the wetter side here, but probably somewhere in between is where we're going to end up landing. This was issued this morning about 6 a.m. And Sacramento, you can again see the winter weather advisory for the higher terrain of the Sierra Nevada. Thunderstorm outlook here for today. This is a wind threat out here across portions of Nevada, but the categorical outlook does include the Sierra Nevada, as I mentioned. And this is, I skipped the day 3 here. This is for Wednesday, and that's the upper level low parking itself over the region. Does include some of the Bay Area, Sacramento, Redding, Reno, and of course the Sierra Nevada. Can't rule out some across the valley areas as well. And if you want a nice affordable home weather station for your house, I clicked on this one randomly here today. You can see Butler Peak is right there. There's Big Bear Lake. And then you can just watch your weather station go wherever you are on your phone. It'll tell you when it starts raining. You can see the UV index already spiking up for today with some sunshine out there. You can see the wind updating every few seconds, lightning detection system, pressure, temperature, and you can graph all this stuff here as well and go back and look as far as you want. Stores the data for you in the cloud. So yeah, highly recommend this weather station. Click on that link down below to save 10% off on one. Taking a look at the European. This is 6-hour precipitation. So here's the upper level low we're dealing with now. And then you can see it finally clearing out of our area as we go through the day tomorrow. Still bringing precipitation to Nevada, but then we have that next system rolling down here across the area. And this is a 6-hour running precipitation total. So you can see it could bring some precipitation here, tongue twister, across some of the coastal areas as we go through, what is this, Wednesday night into Thursday morning. And it might even try to bring a little bit of precipitation across some of the higher terrain, especially of Southern California, maybe in the San Joaquin Valley, getting some precipitation out of this as well, with another chilly upper level low centered right over the state of California. And if we look at snow potential, it's going to be concentrated across the Sierra Nevada, but you can see the first shot of it. I skipped through that kind of quick. Let's go through the day today. You can see precipitation in the form of snow, mainly above 8,000 feet. But then as we go through Thursday, another round starting to show up there as well with that second upper level low. So a little bit of a taste to fall. And look at that little blurb there across the eastern portions of the transverse range here as well. So maybe you'll see a few flakes flying across the higher terrain there at Big Bear Lake down there in Southern California. Now, if we take a wider look at things here, there's the Hawaiian Islands bottom left. There's the state of California. We're looking at 5,000 feet. You can clearly see the normal temperatures here, the temperature anomaly here at 5,000 feet across the state of California. Put that into motion, and you can see this spinning, bobbing, and weaving. Then we get the secondary reinforcement here across the state. So enjoy this coming up, because we're probably going to warm up once that next system clears as we go towards the end of the week. So, yeah. Oh, we might get another taste of summer here coming up after all. I mean, of course we will, but yeah, it might be coming here as we go towards this weekend. Now, taking a look at the North American model, 80-meter wind speed. Let's put this into motion as we go through the day today. Still some gusty winds, east portions, as I mentioned, and then you can see how that kind of picks up as we go through the afternoon and evening hours, and especially across the east slopes of the mountains there, Peninsula Range. We go through Tuesday. You can see the gradient relax and pick things back up again here as we go through the evening hours. Yeah, you can kind of see the typical northerly strong winds down the coastal areas for this time of year, and typical for summer months. Now, I wanted to show you this. This is the simulated infrared satellite imagery. So this is the upper level low we're dealing with now. You can see that one push off, and then you can actually see the simulated image here as the satellite imagery of the satellite imagery as we go on into the day Wednesday, spinning down across Southern California. You can kind of see that cooler air aloft, and that could be bringing some thunderstorm activity with it as we go through the day Wednesday. Now, let's look at the extended forecast. The European artificial intelligence run last night. There's our system now. There's our secondary shot. Then we get the ridge trying to build here a bit, short wave up through British Columbia here, and then we get some ridging kind of dominating things. Looks like a little bit of upper level low here across some interior areas that should not be bringing a lot of precipitation with it. But then we have this deep trough that continues to show up through the extended forecast across the Gulf of Alaska. That will have big impacts on just how far that sags south and just how strong this ridge will be across the west coast of North America. So that's what we're watching off through the extended forecast right now. And you can kind of see that start to drop back across the Pacific Ocean as we go way off into the crystal ball there. Now, daily 2 meter minimum temperatures here, and I got a lot of comments here about, temperatures down into the 50s, pretty, a little chill in the atmosphere. Get your pumpkin spice coffee going or tea or what have you. But yeah, pretty chilly overnight lows, relatively speaking, and across the higher terrains here in Nevada, of course. This is for Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. You start to see the warm up start to come back here as we go towards the weekend, though, and on into next week, as it looks like we're probably going to warm up a bit again as we go. So enjoy those, a little bit of a chill in the atmosphere. This is the high temperatures for today. Look at this, only the lower 70s. Very nice out there. Put on your jackets if you're going outside, right? Then we go through Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You can see the slow, steady climb as we go up on through the weekend. Some areas 20 plus degrees warmer than where we were, just a week prior to that. If we were looking at the 23rd, this would be Monday of next week. So yeah, a week from now, things likely to be much warmer. Now, taking a look at the European artificial intelligence as far as surface pressure. Pacific high dominating things. What we're looking for here mainly is any kind of tropical systems, or again, any big high pressure systems setting up over the Great Basin. You kind of see we still have this hinting of it as we go through next week, and that will start to bring a bit of offshore winds with it here. And so we'll have to watch to see how strong this is going to be. It doesn't look like an exceptional offshore wind event, but we will be watching it and we'll be breaking it down. We scroll off into the extended forecast, and then we try to do it again as well, but a lot of that high pressure is displaced off to the east, so that would not be a strong event. When a high pressure like that sets up over the Great Basin here, that's when we really start to get concerned about the offshore winds. So nothing, I'm not sounding any alarm bells as of right now. Here's the 6 to 10 day. You can kind of see the warm up that is coming as we go on in through the following weekend, and then start to dry things out yet again there. So enjoy this 1-2 punch of weather that we are getting right now and what we will be getting as we go through this week. So anyway, what else? Hopefully you guys, I know some people bought weather stations out there. I know you guys are enjoying those. I mean, it's really fun having a weather station attached to your place of residence. It's so much fun to watch, and it's on your smartphone. Has a great app with it as well. So I highly recommend that if you're into the weather. It's great for kids also. So anyway, click like and subscribe. We'll break this all down again tomorrow. We'll see what's coming up through the extended forecast, and I will talk to you guys then.